Montana.
You know, I'm like, yeah, nice P, you know?
What up, Pink?
Man.
La música de Harry Fraud.
When I pull up, they notice me. Come and talk to me like Jodeci. But don't you be too close to me. Them goons you see, let it go for me. I bring them things, I bring them things. I call them, he bring them things. Mucho, I bring them.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars come into today's matchup wanting to find a way to walk out of the stadium with win number 5 on the season. It's the Texans going up against the Jaguars.
Larry, first opened in 1995. There's a look inside Everbank Field here in the River City of Jacksonville, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a play fake here on first down. Dumps it off to Fournette. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Back to throw. He finds Hearns left side. That catch good for 5. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ross. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Let's go. Green, 30 yards.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll check this one off to Fournette. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. They'll set up a throw. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that. First drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So it'll be first down here after the run. They go play action here on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. Here we go on first and 15. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long.
Here we go. Back down, Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over. Detroit. Watch him now, Barney.
merciless. Able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. Back deep for the Texans, Will Fuller. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Lamar Miller. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. They'll run it again with Miller. Shifts by him, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Here's Watson. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
To throw on second is Watson. Big hold to the 30. That'll be a gain of 15 yards, and that'll make it third down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
One of the things that I observed when Dante Fowler was coming out in the NFL draft, how hard he played the game. Every time I turned on a tape, he was either rushing the passer, making a play in space against a ball downfield, or hustling from one sideline to the other. How about that play right there? Making a nice tackle, holding it to a short gain.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Slot man moves right. They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And now a fumble. The ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And an alley to run. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Fournette. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Ultimately, that did not work out for the offense, but they have to feel pretty good about the play overall. They were so close to having that thing pop for the yardage they needed, but instead, they actually lost yardage on that one.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They're going to look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Now that was a beautiful play, a pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Point after now from Sturgis. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And some room to work. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. They begin with a run by Fournette. And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back to throw now on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit! Detroit! Black 99 Philly, here we go. Here we go now. Black 99 Philly, here we go. Leopard! 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 Hot! Gone! 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 Gone!
He'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play down. This is caught at the 20. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go now.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second down, here's Fournette. Fournette fighting through. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And now out comes Houston. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Now a first down throw. Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Here's Watson now on second down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? From the gun, here's Watson. And he's gonna be taken down, sacked back at the 2. And now the Jags gonna signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Ross on the return. That's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Little motion now from the tight end. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll throw now on the final play. Forced out to his left. And his throw is incomplete. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you a couple hours south to Orlando, let's check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Quick move by Miller. And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there for Houston. 47 yards. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Here we go.
To throw is Watson. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a quick handoff, and this is the fullback, Prosh. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And that's why the fullback position was created. You just want a big, strong, powerful guy you can hand the ball to and pick up good yardage. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. Dancing to his left. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes. The Texans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Watson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down right at the 10-yard line. Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route. And the former Florida Gator, Sturgis, gets it to go. And they take a 17-14 lead. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good. Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land. Solid analogy. I like it. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2. Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time. How many plays do you script coming out of the second? Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill. Second down following the run. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now he's forced out right, and he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A handoff, Fournette running left. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. They'll run it again with Fournette. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a third and about 13. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got it at the 15. And that one results in 35 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Oh, a design run for their wideout. And he'll take this one down near the 15. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Fournette. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Jaguars' Jason Myers now for the field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Myers able to knock it through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Looking to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. And the seemingly endless drive continues. Here's a give to Fournette. And a Reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. We become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division every year is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
And Myers able to knock it through. Back now in Jacksonville. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This is taken at his 4. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On second down, here's Miller. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On first down, Watson. He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 23 yards on the play. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective. So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
On second down, here's Watson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller. And that takes us from second to third down. play action. It's Watson. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Watson hands to Miller on the draw. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Let's go! Brand 38!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Watson, it's complete on the bubble screen. That's Fuller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans have broken the tie. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bad.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. Fournette fighting through. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's got room. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
The Jaguars on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Now let's go.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Ndamukong Suh in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Let's go. Leopard. No. Check. Patriot.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Set. B-19. Detroit. Gun.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
In motion, the tight end.
No. Check. Patriot.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw. Deep. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.